performance today, and how happy are you with your victory?
Sorry, what was the question?
Can you assess your performance today, and how happy are you with your victory?
I thought I put on a poor performance, and you know, I didn't fight a smart fight, and yeah, no, I'm not happy with my performance at all, and I wasn't 100% today. You know, I felt good, but you know, just leading up to this fight, I went through a lot of you know, it's just hard times, you know, and I just really had to push through this one, and you know, I got good people that I train with that are behind me, and that's the reason why you know, I stuck through, and you know, I don't give up, and that's why I'm still here.
A question for Dana Michael Chavello from HDNet. I know you're a big boxing fan, and you wrote in your editorial in the program that you were hoping that this fight tonight, BJ and Nick, would be a throwback to the heady days of welterweight boxing, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, Hitman Hearns, etc. Do you feel it lived up to that? That this is a throwback in MMA terms, seeing it was mostly a boxing contest anyway, to those glory days of boxing in the 80s?
No, I love this fight. I thought this fight was great, and you know, Nick might be upset with his performance and thinks he didn't fight a smart fight. You know, only they would know what the game plan was, but what they did fight tonight like was two warriors, man. Those two guys went in there toe-to-toe, in the pocket, no backing up, no running around, both of them, BJ and Nick. It was, for, you know me, I was on Twitter, and people were going crazy on Twitter, and, you know, like I said, you have to respect both these guys, and it was exactly the fight that I thought it would be. It was awesome.
And Nick, a question for you. In the first round, I thought BJ had the first round. You really turned it on the second. You seem to find your range with that jab. You pull beautifully with it and sets up the right hand nicely that, you know, busted up BJ's eye and sent him to the hospital here tonight. Do you think there was a real turning point where you started to take control in the fight? And was it somewhere maybe in that second round that you really started to find your range?
No, I think that I just kind of went for it a little more in the second round, but you know, my timing was really off. I didn't get the right type of sparring that I was needing, and you know, I didn't spend enough time working with my trainer the way that I should have, and you know, I was back and forth about a lot of things this whole you know, time I had to train for this fight. So I made it to the gym, and you know, I was there, I put in the hours, and I did everything I was supposed to do, and it was just the mandatory workouts and things that you know, that I have to do to make it through the, you know, just a mandatory amount of things that I do. That's what got me through it. But I wasn't working out 100%. I wasn't feeling 100%. I was just doing everything. I wasn't leaving anything out. I just did everything that I normally do and I'm supposed to do, but I didn't do it with, I don't know how to say, like, I didn't go in there and feel good about it, and you know, I didn't really get into my gains, like the strength gains. I just, you know, I just kept pushing through every day. So usually I build, you know, and this time I just pretty much, you know, pushed through every little bit of mandatory training that I had, but I missed out on a lot of good, not that I missed out, I just, I had a hard time, you know, I was real upset fighting with, you know, just fighting with everybody about getting the right sparring, but it's the thing, you know, I just, there's people that I ain't get, you know, they're not taking care of me because they're not compensated, you know what I mean? My team needs to be compensated, and people around me, you know, they're not getting anything out of it. They're not getting no airtime. They're not getting they're not getting paid like they should. My sparring partners, they're not getting paid like they should. And that's right. No, that's why nobody wants any part of this. They don't want to help me train. They're not getting nothing out of it, and I don't blame them. it's hard to find sparring nowadays these days. You know, nobody's ready or you know, they gotta be in the best condition or whatever before they want to come to work out with me now, because everybody's intimidated, or the trainer tells them, no, you can't. That ain't good for you going there and spar with that guy. So, you know, these people ain't gonna do this stuff. I ain't gonna get the training I need unless these people start, unless these people are compensated for what their efforts and what they're doing to, help me.
And Nick, just one final question, if you don't mind. You were saying all week how BJ Penn was your idol, and you actually bought your first ever MMA fight was a video of BJ Penn's. When you were busting him up, as Dana said, in the third round, and busting him up like no one has ever busted him up before, did you at any moment feel any pity, any remorse for beating up on your idol like that, like no one else has beat up on?
You know what? I didn't mean it like that. BJ Penn was my idol. I never said that. People were putting words in my mouth. BJ Penn is somebody I like his style. My favorite type of fighter, because he was bringing the same type of style. Because I said, he was coming from a house-based jiu-jitsu, and I think maybe he should represent that where he came from, and that's all I had against him. That's where I felt like I was in the right, and maybe he was in the wrong. I had to find something to fight him about, and I think that I don't know, maybe that's what I was going with. But yeah, there's a lot of people I look up to in the sport. I mean, maybe that you could call my idol before BJ Penn. He's one of my favorite people in the sport, I guess you could say. But it was just I trained with him before. I know him and his brothers and JD and all those guys, and I don't like walking past them and having give them dirty looks. I don't like walking past them and having nobody want to say hi to me and shake hands, but like we don't know each other, or that's just not the way it should be. I don't want to fight people I already know. I don't think that's what fighting's all about, and so I didn't want this fight, and so it wasn't motivating for me. On top of the fact that I wasn't motivated for a lot of people because I wasn't motivated the way that I should have been, and on top of that, I had a lot of arguments and fights with my whole camp about getting the type of training and sparring that I needed to in the first place, and I was doing a lot of training on my own, and that's why we had so much miscommunications, and I had a lot of issues with making the right type of press happen and showing up to that last press conference that I should have been at. But that's what I'm saying. If everybody else accomplishes, I can't blame them. It's not their fault. They work hard, and it's time that they're compensated for what they do, and we wouldn't have an issue or any sort of miscommunication if they were coming up.
Thanks, Nick. Thanks, Dan.
In Houston, you talked about having a conversation with Frankie Edgar about the importance of fighting at your more natural weight class, and you talked about how it was an issue of career longevity. Do you see that as an issue with BJ Penn? And if this is not his last fight, is that the type of conversation you'd like to have with him?
I think BJ Penn's been remarkable. He's been a freak of nature, a guy who can move around to different weight classes. I think that when you have a guy like Frankie Edgar, who absolutely positively weighs 145 pounds, and he's in there having wars with 55-pounders, I mean, that's really more. BJ Penn, the thing with BJ is BJ's in his 30s now. BJ's not as young as he used to be either. And BJ's biggest problem has always been conditioning, not fighting. He can handle himself with anybody.